Hey guys, sorry about that cut off. This is the second video, and I guess I need to start learning to say the date. It's September 12th, 2011. Just hang in there with me, guys. I'll get the hang of it. Here, this is a piece here I also wanted to show. It's very, very nice piece. Found that on a bank, and it's pretty much all there. It's even still got, and I don't know if you can see it in this picture. Let me see if I can get some better light. It's still got right there, the little black spot, if you can see it. Some of the pine pitch still on it, that ear, on both sides. I mean, it's like they just made that and left it there, and it stayed there until I walked there and found it. I'm pretty sure it's a knife. That edge right there is just as straight and as sharp as can be. And the back side, which I'm thinking would have been the top of the blade, is not, I mean, it's still good, but it's just not, they didn't pay as much attention to the back side of it, I guess, as they did the cutting side. I mean, that would still cut you right there. Pretty cool piece. And I don't know if that's an Etley. I think it might be. I'm not sure. And you know, I don't know. You know, everybody calls them arrowheads. I don't know how true or how sure, you know, that everything's an arrowhead. You know, I think a lot of this was knives or spear tips. This bigger stuff, and you know, as a bow shooter, in my mind, this big stuff would be kind of pointless. But you know, maybe they did use them for arrowheads. I don't know. I'm thinking it would make a better knife than it would an arrowhead. I mean, if you look at it, the way it's notched, it's got like a bottom notch there, then a corner notch there. So I think it's a knife. I think the handle went on just like that. I believe, and I think he held it. I think it's a knife. To me, it's pretty obvious. It's even got a curve like a blade. Well, I thought it was pretty cool when I showed it, because it still had the old pine pitch still on that ear. I'm sure that's what that is anyway. I don't know what it is really, but I'm thinking it is. It's on the surface of the rock, and this camera is just not showing it. I don't know if you can see it or not. I hope so. My video got cut off a while ago. My memory card got full, and right as I was getting ready to show this, is that what they call a blade core? I've seen them on the internet. I've always thought they were bigger. Let me get this out of the tip out of my hand. But that sure looks to me like it's been, you know, worked on all four sides. I mean, it almost looks like a metal spike. That's not metal, guys. That's a rock. But it's definitely been, you know, it's been taken off there, all the way around it. I mean, it looks, it's been made. I don't know what it is, but so maybe you can help me out there too. Kind of a neat drawing. I don't know. There's lots of stuff that, you know, I have questions about, and I hope you guys don't get offended by me asking questions, because that's the only way I learn things sometimes, is just to ask. And I've always been told if you don't ask, you'll never learn. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm learning as I go, trying to research as I go. And I like to thank Richard. Richard's Rock House. He's inspired me to do this, and it's become a passion. The Flint Obsession boys, the Mackey brothers, the same way. You put them two together, and you got a show. That's for sure. And then there's other ones. There's a Tony, or Tennessee Tony, or whatever, and it's a good bunch of people, and I'm sure there's some bad ones out there too, but kind of weed them out as you go. And I'm sure everybody has their own opinion, but I get excited watching old Richard. He makes me want to go, so I gotta blame Richard. Don't take that the wrong way. It, like I said earlier, it's a good thing. Here's a piece here that everything I found, I guess I need to say, there's two pieces that I've had to dig, or not dig, but, well, yeah, I guess dig out. I mean, they were in the ground. Everything else is surface fine. This piece here, big old giant, I'm assuming Etley. Big old thing. I mean, it's beautiful. And this camera, I'm sorry, I keep apologizing for it. Bear with me, guys. I'll get a better one. It ain't doing it justice, but it's a very creamy, yellowish type of material, and it would have been a massive piece if it didn't have that tip damage. But found that on the creek with my mom and my boy once again, and it was in the edge of a bank, and that's all I seen right there, just sticking out just like that, and I knew it right away what it was. And so I scratched it out of there, and there it was. I couldn't believe it was that big, and I wasn't expecting something that big. But like I said, that's almost 2 inches wide at the widest point there. About 3.25 inches long there. It'd have been a big piece. Kind of a shame it was broke, but you know, I'll take it. And then the other one that I don't know if you call it digging, but it was sticking out, and I had to scratch it out of the bank. It's like concrete down here. It's so dry. But that was it. Same creek I've been finding, you know, a lot of this oddball stuff here like this on, and this is probably one of the better pieces that I found. I mean, as far as being able to identify it, and it was sticking out the same way. Just that edge was sticking out, and it was just me and the boy, and I was like, oh wow. So got to dig it out, and it was pretty cool to see it come out and scratched out, and see the mirrors pop out. It gets you all excited. A little tip damage, of course, there, but you know, I'll take it. I enjoy it. Don't matter to me. Don't get me wrong, the full ones are awesome, but I like finding them all, so I kind of keep them all. I've got a box full of just broken bases and tips and stuff that I just trying out of room. I'm gonna have to come up with some more room here. Run out of space to put stuff, so got me some cases. Made that one on. You can't see it very good. Those are tips that I've made. Had some of these authentic ones in a frame up on the wall, but got to where you know, I couldn't touch them because they were in the frame, so I got rid of the frame and just took them back out again. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I like holding them. You know, they're just neat. They just, you know, they need to be respected and stuff, and they were tools for survival, and they were a way of life for people, and you know, without that we wouldn't be here. So you know, I like to touch them. You know, they have history, and it may sound corny, but that's the way I feel about it. And you know, I've got passions of collecting. Obviously, that's an ammo collection there. That's some pretty cool stuff, and it's just turned into arrowheads, which I don't have a problem with at all. There you go. That's what a Missouri buck looks like. That's my good buddy Seth McCrae. Look him up, Google him. That buck's all over there in that 33 points. Northern Missouri. Monster. Scored out like I don't know, 230 or something like that. It's a record book buck for sure. Non-typical, obviously. 33 points on that bad boy. Huge old buck. That's my good buddy Seth. It's Seth McCrae. You Google that name and you'll see that all over the internet. One of the best bow techs I've ever known, and one of my best friends, and just a good man. So look him up. He'll enjoy it. He likes showing that deer off. I would too. What's really funny is a few weeks before he shot that 33 pointer, that's a rifle kill, he shot a 19 pointer with a bow. It's a record. Well, I don't know if it's in the books or not. It should be. and he was out rifle season trying to shoot a deer for the Cape, or for the 19 point, to get it a full body mount, and he was just shooting for Cape, and that thing walks out in front of him and made him forget all about that 19 pointer for a while. I bet he's got that deer is full body mount now. It's a pretty cool thing to see. So definitely check it out. Like I said, you go to Google and just type in Seth McCray and or Missouri big bucks. I guarantee it'll pop up. It's definitely worth looking if you're into that kind of thing. I tell you what, this arrowhead collecting, I used to be a very avid fisherman. I'm a deer hunter. It's in my blood, you know. These are my ancestors, you know, so you know, hunting and fishing comes pretty natural to me. But I gotta tell you, since this has all started, when I started doing it, I can't fish no more. I go to a creek or a river or a lake or whatever, or pond, you know, I can't even pay attention to fishing. I'm looking on the ground for rocks. I'm not complaining, just the way it is. Deer hunting, I love deer hunting. Been deer hunting all my life, bow and rifle, but you know, it's really hard to walk down a creek during deer season with a rifle in your hand, looking for your deer and watching the ground as you're walking. I guess it's good for the deer, not so much for the deer hunter. But you know, you gotta sacrifice, I guess, to get what you want in life, and it works out. So, you know, it's a change of life for me. And you know, it's a great change. I appreciate it and enjoy it immensely. And like I said, the guys that I mentioned, Richard Rockhouse, Flint Obsession Boys, and Tennessee Tony, Tennessee, very inspirational, and I appreciate what you guys do, and hopefully I can catch up with you. I'm on my way. Got a good start. I appreciate it, and this is the second of hopefully many videos to come. I've got some video on my other little camera of these actually being found, you know, coming as I found them, and as soon as I figure out how to get them videos on to the computer, I'll upload them too. They're a little bit more entertaining than what I'm doing here, but these are just ones that you know, I'm wanting help with, if possible, and I appreciate it. So happy hunting, guys, and hope you like what you see. Let me know. Thanks. Have a good day.